Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here for another one of my continuance videos on the original video that I did for myself. It was entitled Missing Mystery, Me, Myself, and I. And I told you I was going to break it down into several different segments because it was just like this flood of information spiritually that came into me pertaining to my life and things that have gone on and that are happening. Many of you who have been on the channel for a while is aware that I'm a target. I have videos where I've spoken about that, as well as I started the Missing Mysteries segments as well to expose the disappearance of women and children that happens so frequently, that's not being paid attention to, nothing is being done about it or anything. And I just figured as long as I'm a target, then I'm going to make it my business to make people aware that 800,000 to millions of people are coming up missing every year, and they're not accounted for, ever seen, or heard from ever again. And this in spite of the fact that I am being targeted, stalked, harassed, illegally invaded, violated my human rights, my privacy, civil, constitutional rights. I'm battling witches, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, death spells, all kinds of things that has been thrown at me, that has come to me, and so it's been a constant battle. But you know what, I decided long time ago, I almost sounded like that song. I decided a long time ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. But anyway, I decided a long time ago that instead of me allowing wickedness in high places to keep me down, to bring me down, to try to lower my self-esteem, to try to sabotage and ruin me, that as long as I still have breath in my body, that I was going to still fulfill my purpose, my goals, my destiny, and fulfill this mission that I have been sent here to do, regardless to the wickedness that is working against me, regardless to the constant attacks, honey. I just have to block, bind, and rebuke that, send back them negative, evil, demonic spirits back to its senders, and keep it moving. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Like I said, today is a continuance of the original Missing Mystery, Me, Myself, and I. Yesterday I did a clarification video, which was the second series, the second segment that went along with the first. And today, so yesterday's was entitled Clarification. Today's title for it is Further Clarification. And so we are going to be getting further clarification as to what's going on, as to what's being done, y'all. Like, it's a lot. Spiritually, I've been dealing with a lot this week. I had to take a few days off from work because I was very upset and emotional about a lot of things that I was finding out. A lot of these things have been hidden from me, and from birth, okay, so, which I've expressed a lot of that, so I'm not going to take up too much more time. I just wanted to kind of briefly explain what's happening, what's going on, what I'm doing on tonight. Like I said, I'm entitling this Further Clarification, and so I did a spirit reading. This spirit reading is for me, myself, and I, as has been the last few readings, besides the spoken word poetry that I've been doing on my Poetic Expression Moments. So I'm going to be getting into that tonight. So as I always tell you all, I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that you are feeling well. And without any further ado, we are going to get right into the messages. Okay, y'all, I just want to tell you all, if you have not seen part one, which is Missing Mystery, Me, Myself, and I, you should see that first, and you should also see part two, which is clarification. This is part three of this reading. The reading was like so long for myself. There was like a lot of different information, so I had to break this down into segments so that the videos wouldn't be so long. Like the first video was like 2 hours, y'all. I was like so emotional on that video. It's been hard all week trying to get through this, and I'm still getting information. I'm still getting downloads. So yeah. Okay. So I entitled this video Further Clarification, like I already told you all. And we are just going to jump right into the reading. I started off asking let me tell you all this before, and just in case there's somebody on the channel who isn't aware how I do my readings. As I told you all before, I call upon the Most High. I call upon my archangels, my guardian angels, my divine spirit guides for clear and accurate messages. I pray, I meditate, and I have different ways of getting the answers from spirit. They come out on their own. I don't choose anything. I don't guesstimate. I have no reason to make up anything or anything like that. I just get direct information from my spirit guides, okay? So, I started off this reading asking about my twin. If you all seen the first reading, it has been, you would know that it has been hidden from me. My entire life has been a lie. It has been hidden from me that in fact I'm actually a twin, which intuitively I already knew. I felt that as a child, that like I had a double, or it was another me, or had a twin, but I never knew that. Like it was hidden from me. That's the reason why you would need to watch the first video to understand the clarification videos of what I'm talking about, because the clarification videos is to clarify information that I got from the first video. So I asked certain things in the first video and I just got a direct answer. The clarification videos are going to clarify those answers, okay? And then with some other things added as well. So I started off asking my spirit guides, will I ever meet my twin? My spirit guides tell me yes. I just left it at there. My spirit guides told me yes, I would have to go into a deeper type spiritual reading in order to narrow down when, where, how, type of thing. But as far as what I asked my spirit guides in this reading, my spirit guides told me that yes, eventually I will meet my twin. And that was the first question I asked on here, and I literally got emotional then, because I'm like, this is just gonna be so crazy, because if you watch the first video, you know it was revealed to me that I had a twin. And not only do I have a twin, but we're identical. So it's gonna be really crazy to not only to meet a sister I never knew I had, but also to see somebody that looks just like me. Yeah, so that was really emotional. And then I also found out other things that has happened to my twin and things like that, and I just really feel like I want to save her. I wish I can do something for her, to save her or to help her or something if she's going through things that she don't want to, or be the part. I just really kind of wish there was something I can do. I did ask my spirit guides also, do my twin have gifts as I do? I basically asked my spirit guide, do my twin have gifts, talents, skills, abilities, spiritual gifts, uh, uh, you know, is she a reader? It's just like, does she have any other gifts like I have? And my spirit guides tell me, yes, she do. I also asked my spirit guides, was it purposely hidden from my twin that she had a twin like it was with me? Like how it was purposely hidden from me? Um, and see, the difference between me and my twin is my twin got to stay with our real parents, if that makes any sense. I was basically thrown away by my real parents because of how I was naturally born. And then some hijacked, fraudulent type of, I got switched at birth, okay, and type of thing, and this fraudulent type of adoption, I ended up with a fake family that I have always known to be my family, and this was hidden from me. I wasn't told that I wasn't related to them really. I was adopted. I definitely wasn't told that I was switched at birth. I definitely wasn't told that I was born both male and female, and all the horrendous things that I have spoken of and clarified in previous readings. That's the reason why you need to go back and see those readings to even understand what I'm talking about. But my twin, we are identical, but my twin, I actually asked in the clarification video yesterday, was my twin born female? And so we are identical, but she was born female. I was born with both, although we're identical. And because of such, I was thrown away. We actually have wealthy family, wealthy parents, and I was thrown away because of that. And then I was switched at birth and taken in by this fake family that I've been with, and my life has just been like a living hell. They've lied to me about everything, and there were some very horrific things that was done to me traumatically as a baby. Surgeries and all kinds of stuff or whatever. So yeah, you need to go back and see the other readings if you have not watched those. I asked my spirit guides, when I sent my poems to Bishop T.D. Jakes' church, is he involved in targeting me and working against me? My spirit guides tell me yes. Those of you who have been subscribers on my channel for a while, it's been a number of years now that I basically kind of started my channel. I already had my channel, but I really wasn't doing anything on it. The most that I did on this, when I put out those poems, there was a series of poems that I was led by Spirit to write. I tell you all the time, I'm led by Spirit. I don't do anything unless I'm told to by Spirit. I was led by Spirit to write those poems. They were channeled messages. And I mean, the information was coming in so fast, like how it is right now with the readings that I'm getting on myself. I wrote those poems, and like that was it. Like I had never in my life felt like, I've never been like the lights, camera, action type person, need to be like center stage and all the lights on me and want to be a celebrity and want to be famous. Like I've never had like that type of feeling. So like, big crowds and stuff like that. I never had the feeling that I wanted to like put my work out to a vast amount of other people, but I was being led by Spirit to do so. So I sent these poems to churches, to colleges, arts departments, to radio stations. I sent one poem in particular to a celebrity as an addition to a song that he already had, and I just, it was just a blessing. I just wanted to send him some free work, and I thought maybe that he would flip it, do it, add his own style to it, do what he can do with it, and make some money off of it for himself. And I wasn't even asking for anything. I just wanted to send him a free blessing. Yeah, so it kind of backfired on me. I've been a target ever since then. But if you all have seen the other readings, you all know that I have been, there's a lot of traumatic things that was done to me in my childhood, from being put under mind control, going through trauma-based mind control, being chipped in my ear, in my neck, being sold to these satanic powers that be, the government, being pimped, being sold, being trafficked, and like all kinds of things that I went through as a child. And I want to briefly tell you all something about that too. Um, and I spoke on it more on yesterday because I specifically asked my spirit guys, whom was I pimped out to? Whom was I pimped out for? When was I trafficked? Who was I trafficked to? And you can see that in yesterday's video entitled Clarification. I want to make it clear to you all, I have been grounded on my own for a very long time. I was grounded on my own at like 15, 16 years old. Okay, like literally on my own doing what I wanted to do. So as long as, and although I wasn't awakened then, and although I had went through all of this trauma and everything in my life had been staged and was still under mind control and things, I can assure you, baby, that from then all up to my adulthood, them folks ain't touched me, okay? I ain't been around them or nothing. This stuff that I'm telling you all was specifically done in my childhood between the time of birth. And I'm actually going to get into something because I asked my spirit guides in this reading, when was the last time I was trafficked, so I can give you all a clear age. I wanted a clear age of when the last time that I was pimped out, sold, and trafficked. But thereafter that, although mind control was still being used on me, although human experimentation was still being done on me, although the chips have still been implanted in me, and they were doing other things like that, as far as being sold, pimped out, trafficked, passed around, or anything like that, it stopped at a certain age. So I wanted to clarify that, because when I called out the individuals, names who are involved, and I thought I clarified it well enough. All the presidents that I named, it's only certain ones of them that was in power, in office, and maybe partook in actually me being trafficked to and pimped out to. But other ones, like the most recent ones that we have had, them people haven't touched me, you know. But those people are involved. They do know who I am, because I also told you in yesterday's reading that there's literally a top secret classified document at the CIA on me and everything that has been done to me and experimented on me and things like that. So when I name those people, do not get me wrong, because I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't do that, you know, to people or whatever. But they are aware that I am being targeted, which is still highly illegal, you know, because they know that these chips are in me. They know that my human rights has been invaded and violated. They are going along with that. They are partaking in that. But as far as being pimped out and trafficked to them people, certain ones of them that I named have not touched me as far as sexually that I've been pimped out to. So when I named people like, say, the Biden administration, the Obama administration, and then it's the Trump administration, they are involved as far as knowing how they're using me, why they're using me, and what they have done to me. They are fully aware of me being targeted. They are fully aware of the chips that are implanted in me. They are fully aware of the legal technology that is being used on me, and they are involved to that extent. These people have not touched me, you know, sexually, because these people were not even in office when, you know, these things went on. Not to my knowledge. Now, if that comes, if the Most High gives me that that occurred, I will express that with you all, but I just wanted to clarify that because on one of the questions I just specifically asked, were there other presidents involved with what happened to me besides the Bush administration? Because the Bush administration on the first reading is who I got, who was solely behind a lot of the things that took place as far as the mind control, the having me chipped, the MK Ultra, the trauma-based mind control, the having me trafficked, the all that stuff or whatever. So I know they was directly involved as far as that, but others, and it really kind of bothers me because what pisses me off the most is these people have done this to me, but what pisses me off about this, many of y'all may not remember, but I'm highly intuitive. I don't forget anything. If you remember when Clinton was president, they had Clinton to come out and do a whole speech. Y'all remember when Bill Clinton had to come out and they had that man to apologize before the nation, saying that they had been using illegal technologies on people, and various different people, whether they're military people, folks that was in psych wards and hospitals, and all kinds of things. They was using illegal technology on them, mind control technology on them, and that man stood in that meeting. They had him, and they use subliminal shit all the time. He said in that meeting that he would never come before them again and say it again, almost saying it like this won't ever happen again. But what he really meant was, y'all won't know. It's gonna still go on, but y'all won't know. We won't ever come before you and apologize for this being done again, because it was actually exposed at one point in time that the CIA was running legal operations where they was experimenting on humans, where they were using mind control, different forms of mind control and torture and trauma tactics on people. And during Clinton's administration, they had this man to come out and say this. And y'all know the Clintons come from here. That's where all that Hope stuff come from. They come from Hope, Arkansas. Okay, I'm from Arkansas. These people are from here. Okay, so a lot of things pertaining to them and dealing with them, I am highly aware of, and things like that or whatever. So I'm just leave that alone for now. But it really kind of pisses me off when finding out their involvement of what's being done to me, because they literally had that man. If anybody can remember, during the Clinton administration, they had that man to stand before the people and give that speech and expose the fact that this illegal human experimentations and mind control tactics and all kinds of things have been going on. And and it's crazy. And like I said, I was born in '84. Okay, so by this time we talking what, 90s, when he so I was still a kid and I was still going through a lot of the stuff that I'm expressing to you all right now when this man came out with this message. And I'm still chipped. They were still using mind control and different things on me. I told you all, my awakening did not begin until I was 30. It wasn't until 33 that all hell broke loose. By then, Obama was getting ready to be out of on his last term and be out of office. When it really hit me. When it really, really hit me is when I seen what they had the Obama administration to do, and it just really rubbed me the wrong way and pissed me off that they waited till they put a Brown family in the White House to push the agendas that they did and how they did with them people. And they literally, but that's another video, y'all. But so I just wanted to share that with you all, and I wanted to specify that and clarify that, just to let you know. Some of those individuals, all of those individuals that I had named are fully aware. They all are. From people in government to elites in power to the industry, they all are aware that they have been using me like this since I was a kid. They all are aware of exactly who I am and what has been done to me and all these things or whatever. So I just wanted to make sure that I specify, because what I'm not going to do is be like, oh, well, such did this, did and others, and involved in this, that, and the other. I specifically know when it started. Now I know when it stopped. When the last time it stopped, and I know when I was grown and on my own, and from then all the way up to now, I'm 37. Them folks ain't even touched me. You understand me? Cause I ain't going. As long as I've been grown and on my own, honey, I ain't been pimped out, turned out, set out. I ain't been on nobody's stripper pole, whole stroll, or none of that. Do you hear me? Because I won't go. Okay? I don't go. This stuff was done to me as a child, though. And they still have me chipped. And they were still using mind control on me, though. But they actually stopped trafficking me at a certain age, which is quite interesting because they're actually still using me for other reasons, because many of you all know those that they trap, most of which that they traffic, after they get through using you, they either kill you or they keep you on. They have you on a full program and they keep you on to use you either in the industry or in the government some type of way. Whether they make you an agent, a spy, or a courier or whatever. So, anyway, nevertheless, moving on along, I just wanted to briefly tell you all that, to clarify on that too. So yeah, I asked my spirit guides about T.D. Jakes. Like I said, he's a bishop. He's this mega pastor, or whatever. I had sent my poems to him because at the time I was awakening. I was going through my awakening, and I sent my poems. Besides the one artist that I sent it to, I sent my poems to people who I thought were upstanding, righteous individuals, like the people that I sent to at the radio station, like to Bishop, because I thought these people would understand. I thought they would be able to identify and what, that is right, and just not to step on anybody's toes, not to be disrespectful, nothing like that. And it wasn't until after I was led by Spirit to write those poems and send them out the way I did, because when the Most High told me to send them out, was pushing me to send them out, I'm like, how am I do that? I don't know. These people had to get in contact with these people, and my spirit guides told me, don't bother with email because emails can be ignored. It would cost too much and take too long to mail, and mail can be thrown away. My spirit guides told me to do something that they would get instantly and have to look at before they throw away, and an older technology that not many people use anymore, so they wouldn't be expecting it to come that way. So I was led to fax it to everybody. Everywhere that I sent, I was led to fax the poems to them. And my spirit guides literally told me to do this and how to do it. And I did that. Nevertheless, T.D. Jakes was one of which there was a certain radio personalities that I sent it to. And I thought these people were actually upstanding and righteous people, Christian people and loving, caring people that actually cared about the people and would care about these topics and different things. It wasn't until later, until the Most High lifted the veil from my eyes after using me to send these messages out to show me that how these people was going to react, because then I found out that they were all sellouts to these satanic powers that be, and they were all, whatever. So I asked my spirit guides about that, because that's actually been coming to me through this time that I have been targeted. There's been a lot of references made to Texas and different things. So I asked about Bishop T.D. Jakes, and is he involved in having me targeted and working against me? And my spirit guides tell me yes. So I went on to ask my spirit guides. I asked, is the industry and or celebrities involved in working against me or having me targeted? My spirit guides tell me yes. Many people are aware that, people in the industry, people are celebrities and things, they are into the occult. They worship Lucifer as their god. So many of them are into a lot of dark, demonic things, witchcraft, sorcery, this type of thing. And I intuitively already knew this. A lot of times I know things already. I just be wanting to clarify myself with spirit. So my spirit guides tell me yes. I was asked, are other readers, witches, psychics working against me, jealous of me, and doing readings on me? The Most High tells me yes. People are, for some reason, are jealous of me and envious of me. And there's like readers, other readers and witches and psychics. It's like, they just hate me. They dislike me. They don't even know me. And or they're doing readings on me to try to find out if I'm telling the truth. They're trying to figure out why I got information that they don't have, type of thing. And so it's a trip, because what's so crazy is you get all different kind of people that do this type of thing, but more often than not, women get very jealousy and insecure, and target and attack other women. Like me personally, I don't do that. Like, this world is big enough for many people, for anybody to be great. There's a lot of people in the world with talent, skills, and abilities. I would never waste my time or energy stalking somebody else, hating on somebody else. Oh, I don't like how they do this. Oh, I don't like what they got. Oh, let me find something negative about them. Let me figure out a way to try to tear them down or set them up. Or like who does that? This world is huge. There's a lot of talented people in this world, and I would never look down on another person, especially another woman, and be like, oh, I don't like you because your channel just too perfect, too this, too that. Like, and it's so crazy, because a lot of the people that work against me and dislike me have more than what I have. I've had to struggle my entire life. I don't have friends. I don't have family. The family that I thought I had is actually fake. My real family threw me away. I have nothing and nobody. I don't have no lover. I don't have no friends. I don't have nothing. But I'm okay. I'm fine with being alone. I've been a loner all my life, but it seems to amaze me more often than not. Most people who hate on me, who try to ridicule me and judge me, and want to lower my self-esteem, want to try to stop me, block me, don't want me to have anything, these are people who has more than me. You have no idea how hard I have had to work for just the smallest fraction of anything. Because I've never had nothing. My whole life has been staged and set up. Everybody around me, I kid you not, has been ops. Like, literally, y'all. So it just amazes me that people are like, doing that. And then not only that, I got people out here that's trying to copy me. They're trying to do what I do, or figure out how I do what I do and do it too. They're trying to, or mock me. You got people that's trying to steal my creativity, my artistry, my gift, my spirituality and things. It's ridiculous. I may watch other people's content, but I don't watch other people's content and be like, ooh, let me do this because they doing that. Let me do it just like them. Let me hate on them and then steal they work. Like, what? Who does that? I don't have time for that. I don't have time for, girl. It's not even enough time in the day for me to do that. Girl, I ain't got time for that. I got to take care of my daughter. I got pets to take care of. I got to take care of myself and everything. And I got to be about my father's business. As would say, child, I don't have time for that. But more often than not, it's a whole lot of people that run around here hating on other people, trying to drag other people down just because you don't want to see them succeed. You don't want to see them progress. You just don't want a person to have nothing. I don't even do other people like that. Or just hate on somebody because you a reader and you run into somebody else that's a reader, but they're doing this and that different than how you do it, so you want to tear them down. You hating on them because of their artistry, because of their creativity, because of their gift. Like, who does that? When most people that's out here is just as fake, phony, and fraudulent as they want to be. They hustling and bustling people up out their money. They getting over. They only in it. I do what I do to heal and to help people. That's my mission. That's my goal. Many people, many readers, supposed psychics, they either fake, They phony, they fraudulent, they robbing people blind, they not giving people accurate information. They out to, and I'm not gonna say all of them, but there's a lot of people out there who are like that, and these be the very ones that's liable to cast a spell on you because they just for no reason. They don't know you from Adam. All they know is you good, and they don't like it. You know, like, it's crazy. Who does that? I wouldn't dare try to tear down another person like that, another woman like that. Like, where they do that at? Okay. So, let's see. Where did I start or stop off at? Okay, so I asked my spirit guides, are individuals, I just told you all about that, are individuals copying my crafts, creativity, arts, or just copying me in general, or trying to steal my work? The Most High has told me yes, that people are doing that. I just explained that to you all, so we're just going to keep it moving right along, honey, because I don't have time to worry about that. I asked, is Sarita, which is my fake mother, whom I thought was my mother, who really isn't. I asked, is Sarita behind the scenes lying on me, working against me, and trying to continue to set me up? My spirit guides tell me yes. She is still lying on me. She is still actively trying to set me up and work against me. My spirit guides also lead me to believe that she's been worried this entire time from the moment that she realized that I was awakened. She's been worried that about me finding out the truth about what she done, about what happened to me and what went on, and she's been trying to keep that secret. So my spirit guides are telling me she is still behind the scenes. She's still actively working against me. She's still lying on me. She's still trying to set me up and all kinds of things. It's crazy. I asked my spirit guides, was my ex that I was with for 11 years, which is the last relationship that I was in, like years and years and years ago. Was my ex using witchcraft on me and my daughter? My spirit guides tell me yes. My ex, I'm just going to use the first initial of the individual's name. They know who they are. Was my ex B using witchcraft on me and my daughter? This hurt me so bad. I broke down earlier when I was doing this reading. Y'all don't understand. I was with this person 11 years. I didn't even know they was into witchcraft. I knew that they didn't believe in God and clearly denounced the Most High or whatever. And there was certain things that they would do at certain times. I knew that this person was narcissistic and had jealousy, narcissistic tendencies and things like that. This person never wanted to see me succeed or have anything, and literally like purposely hate on me and things. And there was times that I caught her like, doing something mean or malicious towards my daughter or something. You ever have somebody that's like, doing something like rolling their eyes or making a mean, evil face to your kid, and you just happen to turn around just in the nick of time and you happen to see their face, and then they stop all of a sudden? I would see different things like that, and my spirit guides are telling me that things were done when I was at work or when I wasn't around, when I was leaving my child with this person, that they were doing too. But I had no idea that she was into witchcraft. She was using witchcraft on me as well as my daughter. This person has tried to poison me. This person was actively trying to has actively cast spells upon me and my daughter. Just a lot of wicked things that I didn't know, and I was with this person for 11 years. I believe I told you all on last night's video that it was times I was very light sleeper, and there was times that, how you can feel a person's shadow, you can feel a person when they're standing up on you. There was times that I woke up and I would open my eyes and she's just standing on the side of the bed, just like with this evil demonic stare on her face. But this individual, like to everybody else, act like they sweet and innocent and just, upstanding and righteous and hardworking, and it's nothing like that. It's like literally a shepherd for the devil, and it's very sneaky, and do evil, malicious things in a sneaky way, but on the surface seems like they're very sweet and innocent and wholesome, and that's what I thought as well. And yeah, come to find out, my spirit guides are telling me that she was doing witchcraft on me and my daughter. I asked my spirit guides, is my ex B working against me with my fake family to target me, to steal my money or inheritance from me? My spirit guides tell me yes. My spirit guides tell me that there was a plan concocted, there was a plan that was set up amongst my ex B that I was with for 11 years. There was a plan that was concocted with her, with my family, and everything. There was documents that was forged, that was falsified. Even seemed like a fake marriage or fake something, or it was just documents falsified to steal my inheritance. They also were active participants in the witchcraft that was being done on me and having me targeted as well. And this was all done in an effort to steal my money, to steal my inheritance and things. So I asked, did my ex B work with others to have me killed, sacrificed? My spirit guides tell me yes. So not only were they setting me up, not only was she linked up with my fake family who has been actively working against me my entire life, she actually knew this all along. She was linked up with them. She was just another op that was purposely sent in my life, a shepherd for the devil, to work against me, to spy on me, to set me up and report back to the enemy on me, do witchcraft on me and things. But she was linked up with this fake family of mine in an effort to get money, and to target me and things like that. But my spirit guides are also telling me that they were collectively working together to have me killed, to have me sacrificed, y'all. Like premeditated murder. So it's crazy. Could you imagine that? Somebody doing witchcraft on you, somebody wanting you dead while in your face every day playing like they love you, they care about you or something. Like, what? So I asked my spirit guides, did my ex B work with others in my fake family to try to traffic my daughter for the satanic powers that be? My spirit guides tell me yes. Okay, so let's backtrack this. Not only were you doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo crap on me, drugging me, trying to put things in my food, doing witchcraft on my daughter, grooming my daughter, all kinds of things. You were working with my fake family who've been sabotaging and ruining me and lying to me my entire life, working with them to steal my inheritance, to steal my identity and everything. Y'all plot and plan to have me sacrificed and killed. And not only that, these folks, they sold out to the satanic powers that be, y'all. These folks are actively was trying to kill me to get paid like a lot of money to kill me and traffic my daughter. My spirit guides are telling me that these satanic powers that be, like, they want my daughter for some type of satanic, demonic ritual, a sex ritual with my daughter. And they big on numbers. Just like I was born 3/6, my baby is 7/7. She was born 7/7. Okay? So, like, all of this has been known. They want to sacrifice me and steal my energy from doing so. But they also want to traffic my daughter to specifically use her in a sex ritual. These folks are sick, bro. I can't even make this up, y'all. I swear to you. Y'all don't even understand. Oh, Lord, give me the strength, God. Give me the strength. So I asked, My spirit guides, is my ex B a sellout to these satanic powers that be? My spirit guides tell me yes. This is also something else I did not know. I did not know any of them were sold out to these satanic powers that be, y'all. And actually, to be quite honest with you, like I told you, my awakening began when I was 30, y'all. Before then, they had me up under such heavy MK Ultra, y'all. I had never heard of a secret society. I had never heard of Freemasons this day before in my life, or even seen one. Now, we know that these signs and symbolisms ain't hidden. These folks is everywhere. I had never seen a Masonic lodge, and they in every town. We got them here. I can drive past one, drive past them and show them to you right now. I never knew this. So, y'all, I had no idea that I had Masons and Eastern Stars in my family. I had no idea that the individuals in my fake family, who were in the military, were sellouts as well. I had no idea that I had witches and Satanists in this fake family of mine that's been lying to me my entire life, y'all. I did not find all of that stuff out. Like the stuff that go on in the industry about secret societies, about Illuminatis, about Freemasonry, Skull and Bones, Knights and Templars, Jesuit. I didn't know nothing about this stuff. They had me under such a heavy mind control. I had no idea about that stuff. I had no idea about the satanic stuff going on in the industry. And, stuff like with the casting couch and all the, sexually explicit things that go on. And y'all, I had no idea of these things. Not until I went through my awakening. My awakening began when I was 30 years old. Okay? Like I said, by the time I was 33, all hell had broke loose. And this stuff was coming in like a flood, y'all. And like so much to the point, like when you go through an awakening, the first thing you want to do is tell the people closest to you that you thought loved you, that you thought cared about you. Hey, did you know this? You want to make sure you're not tripping. And other people be like aware of this stuff, or either don't care or something like that. And you might run into a few that don't know. And it's just so appalling. Y'all, it broke my heart when I realized that the church was a lie. That they sold out to these satanic powers that be. It broke my heart. It broke my heart to know, and y'all, I was still blinded to the fact of this in my own fake family when I wrote those poems and exposing a lot of this stuff in those poems about the government, about the industry. I had no idea these folks were right in my family, my fake family at that. Y'all, yeah, this thing goes so deep, man. So deep. Y'all have no idea just how crazy it is, how crazy my life has been, and how much these people have lied to me and betrayed me. It's just ridiculous. I'm telling you, you ain't even never seen this on TV, child. This gonna make a bestseller one day. I'm telling you. This gonna be a hit film when I be able to put this whole script together for this, child. Y'all don't even understand what I have been through. And I have no reason to lie. I got no reason at all to make this stuff up. Like, who would? Who want any of this crap to be true? But I knew something was wrong. I knew ever since I was a little girl that something was wrong. It's just something wasn't right. And even with my appearance, I don't even look like none of them folks. I used to say that. I ain't built like them. I ain't shaped like them. Don't none of us look alike. None of that. I always knew something was wrong. Nevertheless, so like I said, I asked, was my ex sold out to these satanic powers that be? My spirit guides told me yes. So I go on, I asked my spirit guides, I would say, does the satanic powers that be want to traffic my daughter for a satanic demonic sex ritual? And the Most High tells me yes. They specifically want my daughter for a satanic sex ritual, y'all. Ugh. Oh, have mercy. This is why I tell y'all all the time. My baby come up missing, I come up missing, I come up dead, and then my baby come up missing, or sometimes miss like that, y'all. It is a setup. And the government is in on, I don't care what news story they roll out on the news. I don't care nothing about these fake phones, but them folks ain't my family. They come out talking about they some kin to me. They lying. They lying, and y'all better call them out. Y'all better contact every truther you know and expose this child, because I'm telling y'all stuff that no other truther tells you, that or that has probably even been through. I'm telling you, it's a sacrifice. It's a sit up, and y'all better not believe nothing come up out their mouth. Y'all better put them on blast, okay? Because we gonna make all Babylon fall. Okay, so I asked my spirit guides, were people at any of my daughter's schools grooming her, putting her under mind control, or sexual abuse? My spirit guides tell me yes. I believe it was the first reading, Missing Mystery, Me, Myself, and I, that I told you all about different disabilities that my child has and different things. But my daughter was diagnosed with, my daughter was fine till she was 5 years old. Okay? When she was 5 years old, which is when she started school, they wanted to diagnose her with all these different disabilities and start her on this medication. And so it was a lot of different things she went through, being bullied and picked on, being moved from this school to that school because only certain schools have like special needs classes like she need and things like that. But my spirit guides are telling me that my daughter was put under mind control. She was being molested, and I told you all I felt this because, and I knew that they had done mind control on my daughter. But I'm telling you, my daughter was fully potty trained, y'all. Fully potty trained. When using the bathroom, on in the bed, and sleep, nothing. She was fully potty trained, y'all. It wasn't until like it wasn't until like third, fourth, fifth grade. I know the exact schools when it started happening, y'all. She started doing number one and number two on herself, and she started being completely afraid to go to the bathroom at all. And not to just put my child on blast like that, but the Most High is telling me that I need to expose this. I need to say this because nobody has tried to help us. Nobody has tried to listen. They had put my child under mind control. They have even scared her into not telling me and things. By like telling her, oh, they was gonna kill me if she told me. And things I intuitively already knew. I told y'all that's one of the number one signs you can tell when a child is being molested. Okay, if they are fully potty trained, they go from being fully potty trained to not only doing number one but number two on themselves and being afraid of certain like the bathroom, certain areas, stuff like that. They are being molested. Okay. And I know certain signs of different things just because of things that I went through, trauma that I went through. I just know these things. So I already knew what was happening, what was going on. And from the school to the government to my family to my exes, y'all, they was hiding this shit from me because they've been working against me this whole time. But I told y'all how I had the vision. Before my daughter went to middle school, when she was at her last elementary school, which was Martin Luther King, they was going to traffic my daughter. I knew it was way too much attention. When I realized it was way too much attention on her, I stopped letting her take school pictures. Y'all stop letting y'all babies take school pictures. Them school pictures ain't nothing but a database that the satanic powers that be used to cherry pick these kids out like little flowers in a garden of which ones that they want to target, which ones they want to try to groom, and which ones do they think that they can lure them away. They love preying on children who slow, who got disabilities. Why? Because they're easier to manipulate. They love children that's like seem like they overly affectionate or loving, but these just be, any like water sign child might be like that, very affectionate and emotional and loving type or whatever. You have people who will prey on that, who will take advantage of that, but they specifically pick out certain ones. They also look for the ones who are like really, really talented, really, really smart,
really, really athletic, really, really skilled. But more often than not, the easiest ones that they can try to lure away are the ones that they deem is slow, got any underlying disabilities, already on some kind of medication. They could be easily persuaded or led or bullied or picked on and different things like that. They prey on them the most, y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all, with this school now, I knew the molestation. I said I was gonna show you next reading. I'm gonna come on and show y'all there was certain symbolisms. I knew something was going on when my daughter was at Wilson. It started in Wilson. Number one suspicion, my daughter needed speech therapy and occupational therapy. And I had an outside third party lady that was coming in to help her. And what she would do is she would come to the schools on certain days and do speech therapy with her and occupational therapy with her. Well, when my daughter started going to Wilson Elementary, that woman called me practically into tears. They forced her out that school. They told her they had speech people there. They didn't want her coming into school and stuff. And that woman called me practically into tears because she, was losing the job that she had to work with my daughter. And my daughter was responding so well to her and things. Red flag number one. They pushed that woman out because of the fact that they knew what they was grooming my daughter. They was putting her under mind control then. That's where she started being molested at, is at Wilson Elementary. It kept going on to Martin Luther King Elementary because the same teacher she had at Wilson Elementary, they all ended up transferring. Wilson Elementary ended up getting closed down or not being used as an elementary school anymore, and they was transferred to Martin Luther King and still had this same teacher. This person is responsible. I'm going to get to that in a minute in the reading, but that person is the one who is responsible for molesting my daughter, for grooming my daughter, y'all. And I seen other signs and symbolism from when she was at Wilson. I'm going to show y'all the pictures, y'all, of how if you are a target, or you will see signs and symbolisms all around you. I got pictures of all of us, from my daughter to myself to different events and different things that we went to, and it's always been signs and symbolisms around. I stopped letting my daughter take pictures when at Wilson. They did a group picture. Now the majority of the kids, they was outside all together taking this picture. Majority of the kids laughing, smiling big, acting goofy, taking the picture. It was two kids, my daughter and a little boy. They was purposely told to do the shush symbolism, the finger over the mouth. That's a classic sign that means shh, be quiet, don't tell. That you've been touched, that you're being molested, that you're being raped, and type of thing. The industry used that shh, be quiet mess because all the sexual explicit, illicit things that goes on there. I ain't no fool by no long shot, y'all. So when she left Wilson, her first year at Martin Luther King, ain't never been to this school day for her life. They had these big old screens, y'all, like big old flat screens on the wall. I'm taking my daughter to school. Her picture is plastered on the school, on the screen, talking about student of the month. How the hell can you be student of the month at a school that you just started at? These folks don't even know you. I knew they were watching it then. I knew they was talking it then. They also had these other things where these people would come up to the schools in these vans. And they got these vans set up with all kind of video games and things out in the vans. And in the middle of the school day, they would go outside and get up inside these vans playing these video games and shit, which I think was clearly set up like that to try to drive away and traffic kids, man. Who in the hell set up little arcades in vans? Here in Arkansas, they got them and they go to the elementary schools all the time, and they try to make it seem like, oh, it's just a little field day, just a little fun thing to do for the kids if they being good, for a treat for them. Bullshit. Them look like Chester molester vans, and the predators is in them. I don't want my child going outside up in no van playing no games and you give them candy and stuff. That's the main thing predators use, to lure little kids away, Say, oh, look at the cute little puppies. Look at the cute little kittens. Oh, you want some candy? Come here. Look, I got some video games. And smooth lure your child the hell away. Why? Because they like candy. They like games. Y'all better stop playing with me. I ain't no fool by no long shot. So when I had the vision, when she got to Martin Luther King, I was already aware that they watching her. That girl was not on the student of the year once, but she was like 2 or 3 times. Y'all, I'm talking about within the first month or 2 of school even started at a new school. Okay? Now, I understand she's a sweet child and doing what she's supposed to. Come school on time, got perfect attendance, good grades and everything. But come on now. It's hundreds of other kids in this school. How is only you being picked out for student number as soon as you get here? It's other kids that was here in grades before you already got here. But you plastered up on the screen. Don't play with me. So when I had the vision about my daughter, about her being kidnapped on the playground, and what made me mad, what I did not like, now Martin Luther King is a new school. Very nicely built school. It's a nice school. It's a newly built school. I did not like their playground. Where they at, there's houses along the sides and the back of the school. And their playground don't have no fence around it. So when she started going there, I'm like, man, do you know how easy it would be for a person to walk out their house over here, right across the street? And then, and it's like that because when school is not in session, actually before they put that school there, that little park was right there. It's actually a park, so they don't have a fence around it because when school ain't in session, people can freely go over there to the basketball court, to the little playground park, and everything. But this ain't cool. And I had been to the school before. The only parking area, it's only a few places you can park in front of the school. The only parking area was back there by the playground. Now, what pissed me off with them, all the staff stand up way up by the building. But where all the kids at is all the way across the field, at the end of the field, for them to play at lunchtime. They up here talking on their phone, running their mouth, doing whatever. They ain't been watching them kids in the minimum, unless one of them kids come up there and they had a problem or into it with somebody, they wouldn't know nothing. They ain't paying no attention to them kids. Them kids will smooth walk off themselves, or somebody can smooth come up and take them, and they would not know. Y'all had this vision that my baby was going to be kidnapped in this darn van. Now, I already told y'all about these vans, and I had this vision about her being kidnapped in a van from that school, y'all. And I kid y'all not, after I had this vision, my daughter the next day, now she's a loner, just like I am. She's the only child. So she loved being around other kids to play with. So she always liked going to school. Because she get to be around other kids. Especially in elementary, you get to have a lot of fun, be around other kids, play this, that, and the other, whatever. Y'all, she had never got up. I had never had a problem with her getting up, getting ready for school. She would never no whining child, no crybaby, nothing like that. Y'all, she got up and was straight bawling. She didn't want to go to school. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm already feeling some type of way because of the vision that I had, y'all, about her being kidnapped off the playground in the van. Do y'all know my baby told me, she said, they gonna take me to a cave. Was her exact words, y'all, and that was the rest of the vision that I had. Do y'all know I left my baby out of school? I called it school. I'm like, she ain't gonna be there today. She normally have perfect attendance. I don't give them what you think. Excuse my language. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. I apologize, y'all, for cursing because I'm trying to work on that. I said, I don't care what you think. She got perfect attendance. Dang it, she gonna miss a few days, and so spiritually I can work this thing out. Okay? And so she did. I left my daughter out of school for like 2 or 3 days. And I said after then I had to work and everything or whatever. But I said if I got to go to this school, I'm going to send her back to school. Because I ain't trying to get no insurance charge. But if I got to sit up here at this school all day, baby, then that's what I'm going to do. Before I let you take my baby up off of here. Up out of here. Y'all, they was playing in the traffic car from their school then. And I already knew I had another vision of how I was going to go. Everybody was in on the folks at the school. Now, what I did not know at the time is not only my ex-girlfriend that I was with, but my family was working again. At the time, I had no idea about how they had to bamboozle me and lie to me like my entire life. Y'all, not until I had this vision. So when I had this other vision, I literally seen, you know how it be when a person's kid come up missing and then the police and the investigators and things get involved and then the news air it and stuff. I literally seen from my family to the person I was, with in a relationship with, they was all in on the school and everything. They even came together and like try to give me some hush money to not to make a big deal about it or a big scene about it or something, for me to be okay with the fact that my daughter had been took. I don't know what type of ratchet hood rat project chick they thought I was, but I don't even live in the project. I don't even act like them folk. You understand me? I don't know what you thought, baby, but no, you can't pay me nothing for mine. So like, and I ain't to sell it to you for you to sacrifice neither. I don't know what you thought. But y'all, I literally had these visions. I swear, oh Lord, I am not lying to you. So, like, this stuff is so for real. So for these spirit messages to be coming to me now, and all this stuff in a flood, y'all, it's like, it's so heartbreaking to know that my entire fake family, to every ex I done had, to people I don't even know, complete strangers, working against me. And these folks sold out to these satanic powers that be. It amazes me how many people are demonically possessed. It amazes me how many people are shepherds for the devil. It amazes me how many people are working with demons. It amazes me just how many people would go along with somebody being sacrificed and killed just so you can traffic their daughter. Do you know how many women I'm talking about? You get women all the time and stand before you talking about some women's rights and all kinds of mess. But y'all sellouts, and y'all willing to kill another woman? Y'all willing to traffic a woman's child? What is wrong with you? Because you sold out to these satanic powers that be. Now, if you were sell out, that was your own conscientious decision that you decided to make. Now, if you sold out because you trying to come up, because you trying to get the bag, because you trying to get a deal, because you trying to come up in some type of way, do what you do. You the one that's going to have to deal with it. You understand me? But when what you decide to do jeopardizes other people's life, especially mine and my child, now we got a problem. You want me dead? And just so you can traffic my child? Do you understand what I'm saying? I ain't talking about take her and she little Annie or something, going to some wonderful family and run off into the sunset and live happily ever after. Hell, it still ain't okay to take somebody's child even for that reason. We talking about sex trafficking, so she can be put under mind control, so she can be raped, so she can be drugged and used and abused. Do you understand how many people are sold out to these satanic powers that be and is involved in this mess? They are trying to kill me and traffic my daughter. What don't y'all understand? And do you know how many folks is walking around playing pretend like they Christian and you a shepherd for the devil? How you a Christian and you plotting and planning premeditated murder? How you a Christian when you okay with trafficking somebody's child so you can get a check? What you mean? Oh God. Okay, let me get back to the reading, y'all. Let me get back to the reading because this make me so mad. So, let me see where I was at. I asked my spirit guides, has my daughter been groomed, coached, put under mind control, which had witchcraft done on, and sexually exploited? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides, was something being done or happening to my daughter at school that made her start using the bathroom on herself? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked, was my daughter told not to tell me what was happening to her? Was she threatened? Was she told not to tell me My spirit guides tell me yes. I'm gonna tell y'all another reason too. How I knew she was under mind control, y'all. Because and not only she see, this is how you groom a person. While you grooming a person, you bribe a person with all kind of sweet things and nice things. I told y'all my daughter is a drawer. She draws. So when my daughter started drawing, like, I'm talking about like lavishly fancy pretty dresses, like princess type of dresses, like ballroom dresses, and she would draw these currencies, y'all, like it looked like dollar bills, but they had nothing but threes on them, and it would be like millions and millions of dollars if you add it all up. But it was like three, comma, three, comma, three, comma, and she was drawing these money notes. So I'm like, somebody has convinced her that they gonna make her a princess or make her very pretty or have a lot of lavish clothing and give her a lot of money, and she let them do this. And she was drawing this. I knew when she was being exploited sexually, and she hadn't been exposed to some stuff, seeing some stuff was being done to her, because she was drawing pictures of like animals with big old penises on them and things. She would draw an ice cream cone with the ice cream dripping off the ice cream, and not a whole face and a whole body of a person, but nothing but a big old tongue coming down and licking the ice cream cone, or draw things that look like a penis and a big old tongue coming out and licking. She was drawing these things, y'all. I'm talking about very graphic. We're not talking about stick men drawings, or I'm talking about graphic drawings, y'all. She started drawing. I knew satanic stuff was being done around her because she started drawing like the skull and crossbones. She started drawing stuff about witches and goblins and mixing up potions, and she was drawing this stuff out, and I'm like, nah, and I knew something was going on also, because besides her using the bathroom, like when her little chest first start growing, you get little knots in your chest. Any woman knows this, but like one will be like way swole, and the other one will be down like it's being pinched or twisted or something. One time, I was looking for her. I was calling her, and she wasn't coming. So I went to her room, and I'm like, Bree, where you at? Bree, where you at? Y'all, I kid you not. I swear on my life, I found my baby in her closet, hung up with stockings, tied around her legs, around her arms, hanging up in her closet with the door closed, and she was sweating profusely. And I'm like, it's only me, you, and my ex in here. You didn't string yourself up like this and tie yourself up like this. She was tied up like that. Somebody was scaring her by locking her in a closet, tying her up in a closet, and then, y'all, a lot of weird things went on. And I just made mental note of it. It was nowhere. Even before I knew that my fake family was working against me, I don't have no friends. I didn't have nobody to talk to. I didn't have nobody to tell, especially when it got to, except for my ex. And when it got to the point that I realized that my ex was working against me, I knew there was nobody that I could trust. So I literally had nobody to talk to. And so I literally had to make a mental note of all these things. And then I got to the point where, even though me and my ex were still staying at the same house at the time, I went to basically living downstairs. But for a while, my daughter was still upstairs. She had her own room. You understand? We ain't sleeping together no more. We ain't together anymore. I'm asleep down here. But my spirit was telling me that she was still sneaking in there and doing witchcraft and stuff to my daughter. Y'all, when I tell y'all, my spirit led me to move my daughter up out her room and downstairs with me. My ex damn near threw a fit. If you could just see the whole demonic look on her face, she looked like she wanted to kill me right then with her bare hands. Y'all, I could tell y'all so much that has happened to us and that has gone on. I swear to God, I kid you not, I cannot make it up. That's the reason why I thank the Most High. Y'all, I came out as light-skinned women when I was like 12 years old, 13 years old. Like when I was my daughter's age right now is when I came out. And you have no idea how much it hurts to be treated like an abomination, to try to your whole life to pray the gay away and everything. And I left the church not because I did not have faith anymore, but I didn't want to be disrespectful to the church and the elders of the church. At this time, y'all, I'm still asleep. I don't know about all the freaky, creepy, sneaky crap that go on in the church. Then I didn't find out this stuff till after I woke up. So to go through all of these things just to wake up and find out that the very people who cast their stones on you, who tried to right or wrong you, the very folk that I looked up to, I believed in, I had faith in, I respected, come to find out they sellouts, come to find out they Satanists, come to find out they sold out to these satanic powers that be, come to find out they involved with targeting people, sacrificing people, trafficking people, kids, and all this other kind of stuff. These is people that I believed in and I looked up to. I would have never thought was involved in this. Like, it really broke my heart to find out that the church has so much freaky, creepy, malicious, evil, wicked, backstabbing, demonic stuff going on in the church. And all these 501c3 pastors are sellouts to these satanic powers that be. Period. Y'all. So to find out that on top of how that my faith family betrayed me, y'all, everybody that I've ever been in a relationship with has been nothing but ops. They was purposely sent in my life for a specific reason and a specific time to do nothing but betray me, to sabotage me or hurt me in some kind of way. I've literally never been with anybody at all that actually loved me unconditionally, that was actually attracted to me and wanted me and only me. Not never. Not one of them. All of them sellouts. And they all were working against me all along. And they all, on top of that, they all were aware of even all the stuff that my fake family was hiding from me. About my own personal life. Being chipped, being under mind control. Being born with both sexes. Being like everything that I never knew. I've had nothing but Decepticons in my life, y'all. And y'all don't even understand how long. And so I got to the point, how long I tried to pray the gay away. I got to the point where I was still praying. I still had faith. I still believe in it. I would pray, and I was still living in sin, living careless and reckless, making mistakes just like anybody else. I would never come on here and make it seem like I'm perfect. But y'all, I got to the point, I said, when the Most High is ready to change me and change my life, the Most High will do just that. And the Most High did that, y'all. Wasn't nothing but higher powers that be, that came and healed me, that saved me, that loosed and released things from my life, y'all. And I ain't relapsed, I ain't looked back, or nothing. And I do not partake in anything. I don't do no partying, no kicking it, no getting high with women, no anything like that. I tell you all the time, one of these days, you know, I'm going to tell you all my testimony. Because it's a story in itself. I've been through a whole lot. But you all would think that talking about these things, especially when about my exes and things, I will be speaking recently. No. It has been years upon years, several years, that I have been sober, and I cut that cold turkey. The Most High cleansed me of that just as quick, as well as being a lesbian, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. I can't tell you it was easy. It took a lot of hard work. It took dedication. It took wanting change. I had to look myself in the mirror, and make a change within myself. Changing my life, changing me for the better and for the betterment of my daughter to ever see what was wrong in the world, what was wrong in my family, what was wrong with around me. Because I was blind to it my entire life. I was under full-blown mind control this entire time. This entire time. But anyway, I'm going to tell you all my testimony later one day. But, and it's amazing how many people can get in schemes or teams together to work against you. You understand? But none of them could tell you that they helped you. That they did anything to help you or to help your child or to save you. Y'all didn't have a problem with nobody, really. When I was living careless and reckless. When I was living in sin. I'm middle-aged. I'm 37 years old. Ever since my 30s, they've been full-fledged working against me. I said, ain't it funny how Lucifer works? How these demons come to attack you? Now you would expect being attacked when you living in sin. But how you living righteous? How you doing right? And this when the enemy attack. That when folk come all after woodwork. So the Most High has enlightened me, has opened my eyes to a lot of things that is happening. And trust and believe me, it wasn't Lucifer, it wasn't these satanic powers that be, it wasn't none of my fake family, it wasn't none of my phony exes, or none of them. That helped me, that healed me, that uplifted me, that guided me, that protected me, that watched over me, that provided for me, or nothing. Wasn't nothing but the Most High and my spirit guides. And that's a fact. Okay, y'all. So I asked my spirit guides, was my daughter being molested at school? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides by whom. The Most High tells me a teacher. So immediately, y'all, I'm like, I asked my spirit guides, I said, a man. My spirit guide said no. I said, a female, Lord? My daughter was being molested by a female teacher. Then I went on to ask my spirit guides to narrow it down. Where? This was at Wilson Elementary and Martin Luther King Elementary. My spirit guides also tell me that her teacher that she had at the time, Miss West, was involved. My spirit guides also tell me that this teacher, Miss West, was involved in basically bamboozling me, involved with these powers that be, and trying to traffic my daughter. So remember when I told y'all that teacher that she had when she started at Wilson, and when they were going to close down Wilson, all the students had to transfer to a new school. That's how she started going to Dr. Martin Luther King. But the teacher still transferred with them, so she still had the same teacher that she had at Wilson and that she had at, so this was 4th grade then. Because she actually was only at Wilson 1 year. She was at Wilson 4th grade. She was at Martin Luther King 5th grade. Was it 4th grade, 5th grade? She was at Martin Luther King when you're 5th grade. Okay? So this was 4th grade and 5th grade. Now after that, she went to middle school. Because middle school is like 6th through 8th grade. She had the same teacher from the last 2 schools that she done been at, okay? My spirit guides tell me that this teacher was the teacher that was involved. That this teacher is connected to the satanic powers that be. My spirit guides tell me that Miss West is sold out to these satanic powers that be. My spirit guides tell me that Miss West was in cahoots with them in trying to traffic my daughter from their school. From their school. Oh, okay, y'all. So I asked my spirit guides, is my ex-B boss Dale at Chick-fil-A involved with her in having me sacrificed and killed and my daughter trafficked? My spirit guides, the Most High God, tell me yes. I'm told that they was offered, or she was offered, a large amount of money to go along with this setup. Now, she was already sold out to these satanic powers that be before I knew it, before I got with her, y'all. But there's actually been other people from a truck driver that delivered their bread to another employee who I know for a fact were sacrifices. It was set up and they were sacrificed for that company that she worked for. I am told that this person is involved with, she was promised a large amount of money. They needed a sacrifice. And they was going to set me up to have me killed and have my daughter trafficked for the sex ritual. Okay? And my ex-B is involved in that, as well as her boss. I also asked my spirit guides, are these individuals involved in having me targeted as well? So is my ex-B boss involved in having me targeted as well? My spirit guides tell me yes. This individual also has ties back to Texas, comes from Texas, have folks in Texas, just like T.D. Jakes. So, yeah. I asked my spirit guides. So you see how there's a lot of people involved with targeting me. Like literally, y'all, the setup was they really wanted to push me over the edge and have me kill myself. And they got this big payout if I went along with it. Then the plan came in where they did certain things to try to kill me, and different things. There was a death ritual, a death spell that was done on me by a witch, y'all. Well, if y'all were on my Facebook, then y'all would see I actually deleted everybody from my Facebook. I had the maximum like 5,000 when I went viral from the poems that I put out. I literally went from about 50 to about 5,000 plus fake friends on Facebook when I went viral. And I deleted everybody on there. So to this day, I still post on Facebook every now and then when I feel like it. But I don't have any friends on Facebook because I deleted them all because they all fake. I don't have no friends. They all fake. And so I just use Facebook as like a private personal journal diary for myself. Like, I don't care nothing about no likes, no shares, no clicks, no views. No levels of this and that or whatever. That's not why I do what I do. Other people do that, like, share, subscribe, push the thumbs up, send a heart, do this, do that, pay this, pay that, whatever. I don't do all that, okay? So, like I said, I knew witchcraft was being done on me really, really heavy, y'all, because I kid you not, I haven't ever been skinny in my life, okay? Like ever. I haven't ever been like obese, overweight, big, but I haven't ever been skinny either. You understand what I'm saying? So, like before I got pregnant, I weighed like between 165, 175. I was 240 pounds. I was all belly. when I gave birth to my baby. And so, you know, and that weight came off of me. And so, I ain't never been skinny, y'all. When I tell y'all, I had lost anywhere from probably 80 pounds in less than a month from doing nothing. I knew I was on witchcraft, and like I knew witchcraft was being done on me, y'all. And I had took these pictures and I actually uploaded it to my things because I started documenting everything that was being done to me and everything. And we were still living in the same place with my ex at the time. And this, I know this person is narcissistic, because anytime anything evil happened to me or whatever, there was this sinister grin on her face. Like, these people be happy when you down or you hurt or you depressed or something like that. Like, they unemotional, they don't care, you know, type of thing. But if you happy and you doing good, you know, you get some money, you get a new job, you know, you get a car or something, they jealous of you, they envious of you, they immediately trying to attack you, and you know, and different things like that. So y'all, I literally had lost all this weight. I looked at myself in the mirror, like literally the life was like sucked from my face. Like, I had lost massive amounts of weight. They literally had done witchcraft on my behind. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, who in hell mad at somebody else's ass? You understand what I'm saying? I didn't have the biggest butt in the world, but I knew witchcraft was being done on me to purposely mess up my figure and make my butt flat. And it got so crazy with the Target. When I went out, they purposely had women with big old booties and things around me to purposely bend over in front of me, walk in front of me. Like, you gonna lower my self-esteem about a butt. Y'all the only ones petty about such things. I ain't never even thought about such a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and anyway, and then they spread all these rumors and things about me, that I must have been sick or something, which is nothing but from the pits of hell, and it's a lie, okay? Was straight up a lie. They did that on purpose, and they put them slander, their rumors and mess out there on purpose, and they knew that they was the ones that was doing the witchcraft on me and doing this mess to me. This is how sick and sadistic these folks are, y'all. So, like, this has been going on for like a very, very long time. And there's actually some videos, if you go way, way back on videos that I did because when I realized that I was a target and these folks was listening to me and watching me, and I found there was this moment where I realized what was going on. They literally triggered me and they forced me to take the poems down that I put out off my YouTube. Okay? After that, they set me up to try to, and this is when I knew for sure that my ex was involved in working against me. Now, for some reason, she was pressuring me to go to the store. Take her car, go to the store. Okay, y'all? So I'm gonna get ready to go to the store, and she kept on saying something like, you better hurry up, you better hurry, like somebody was chasing after me or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm sitting up here thinking, I get to drive, and then she kept on pressuring me. She wanted me to take her car. Here, to take my car, use my car. I'm like, no, I got money. I got the money. You know, I got my card and I got the money. I'll pay for it. You know, y'all, I left. I was supposed to be going to the store. They triggered me to keep driving like I was being chased, y'all. Nevertheless, they triggered me to take. I took these. They were sleeping pills that I took, and I ended up driving and driving and driving. Then I ended up on the side of the road asleep. So I ended up going to the hospital, y'all, for a few days. They had set this up. Now, this fool must have thought that I was stupid, and I was all the way out of it. I know. I put my driver's license in one specific place. I don't never put it nowhere else ever. I know exactly where my stuff is, exactly how I keep it. This how I knew when the police was involved. So, the police pull up behind me. I'm knocked out in the car asleep. The police knocking on the window. I get up. I lift my head up, but I'm so dressed. I'm so out of it because I took quite a few of these sleeping pills. So, of course, the officer, he asked me for my driver's license. I go to grab my wallet where my driver's license should be. It ain't in there. I always keep my stuff in the same spot. I literally watched this man do a magic trick, man. He already had my ID. He thought I was just as woozy and out of it. I literally seen him do a hand trick with his hands, and he flipped it around like this, and I seen him slide it in the door when he thought I wasn't paying attention. He said, here it is right here. I ain't never in my life stuck my driver's license in the side of the door. I knew then that they had my ex steal my driver's license out my wallet and give it to this. They had this whole thing plotted. They was watching me the whole time. They was setting up signs and subliminals for me to see along the highway the whole time I was driving. Y'all, I ended up all the way in another county. I had been driving so long, which was like Benton, I think it was, or whatever. And so I ended up going to the hospital. Ambulance came, everything. I knew this. I know first responders involved. Got to the hospital, they all involved. And I mean, so much so that, now first of all, anybody know that when you go to the hospital on an overdose, the last thing you do to an overdose patient is give them more drugs. You don't know what they took. You don't know what's in their system. This nurse come in here with these big old horse pills, y'all, about this big. Now, anybody that know me know I got a stupid gag reflex. I got a bad gag reflex. I'm telling her, I'm like, I can't take this. Do you have it in a liquid form or smaller pill or something like that or whatever? But I'm still already suspicious. They think I'm out of it. I'm watching and listening, everything. The woman end up saying, the nurse end up saying, you mean to tell me you can suck, but you can't swallow? What you say? Go on and say what you want to say so I can jump up out this bed and really be up in that hospital for real by wigging out on you. See, and so I was listening to everything. They had the people in the hospital in on it. She closed the curtain. The door wasn't closed all the way. I can hear them clearly. I don't want to lose my job. So I knew then that people was calling them and telling them what to do, what to give, and different things. And then they had me in a room that had a camera beamed right there on me so they can watch me the whole time. So when I dozed off for a little bit, I went to sleep. I came to. I'm in a room. It's black dark, and it's this woman sitting over in the corner. Now before I opened my eyes or moved or anything, I was awake. So I could literally hear this person communicating with me, like talking to me in my sleep. So, like literally communicating and sitting over in the corner in the dark writing things down. I open my eyes, I get up, I'm looking right at her. You don't know, and y'all, it was such an experience, and so I said all this to say, because during the time when this happened, when my ex ended up coming up to the hospital with my daughter and everything. She coming, why did you do this? Why did you do? I knew she had set me up. I knew then that she was involved in working against me because it was set up. I'm like, do what? She literally made it seem like I had done took her car and drove off. Now remind you, we've been together 11 years. We done shared everything. You understand what I'm saying? And she also, and I knew then when she was pushing on me to try to take her car, she wanted to try to make it, they was going to set it up to make it seem like, oh, I had took this person's car and took their card and just went off and did this and did that. It was a whole setup, y'all. This is when I knew for sure that they were targeting me. And it was all kinds of things. I was there at the hospital like a day or two or something like that. And everybody kept talking in subliminals and things. I'm reading straight through everything they doing. Everything they doing. And everything that was going on. The one lady, I remember to this day. Because different people dropped different little hints and things. And there was this lady, well, the whole time I was there, they were steady trying to push drugs on me. And I'm like, I don't want your drugs. I don't want to take anything. I don't want that. Oh, even I take a mild sedative. Just take this. It's just a depressant. I'm not depressed. I don't want your drugs. I don't need your drugs. I'm not in here acting a fool, acting erratic. I'm not some criminal. I'm not some psychopath. I ain't out my mind. I ain't in here praying on nobody, in here acting a fool. As to why is you steady trying to push your drugs on me? I don't want that. So the woman ended up coming in when I was getting ready to go. And then after that, they was like, you just don't want to stay a little longer. They was doing stuff with my child at the time. I'm like, no, I gotta get back to my baby. I gotta get back to my baby. So I was ready to go. And the woman came in there with the weirdest story that I thought was weird at the time. Even though I was a target, I knew it was a subliminal message that I understand now. She came in and she told me, she said, I got a set of twins. And one of my twins went off to school or to college or somewhere. Went somewhere, and I just really miss her a lot. She just doesn't need me anymore. So it was funny that she told me. It was like, a regular simple story, a little insignificant little story, but it had subliminal messages to it. It had something to it. So there's always been, I said all this to say there's always been there's been different little things, a lot of little things I can tell y'all about that's been done while I've been targeted. But that was just another subliminal that I was saying to get in to let me know that I was a twin. I had always thought this, but I still hadn't figured that out at this time. Y'all, when I got ready to leave this place, now, I ended up while I was there, I would call Bridget and I would call, I didn't mean to say that person's name. I would call my ex and I would call my supposed sister, okay? And I knew my ex had to go to work or something, whatever it was. So I was like, told her, well, my sister gonna come by there, get, my daughter, and then when I leave here, she's supposed to be coming to pick me up and this thing and that. Now, when I got there, it was certain things that I had in my purse. They put your stuff up, lock it up in a locker or whatever. So it was a lot of other subliminals that was going on. One of which, when I was calling each one of them to talk to them, I heard one of the nurses say, the whole family's in on it. She's calling people, or she's talking to people that's in on it. The whole family's in on it. I knew then that all my people was in on targeting me. But still, I didn't know how deep this stuff was as far as everything that they had done in my life. I just knew that they were setting me up to have me targeted. So y'all, anyway, long story short, because this video is getting long, I end up having how a woman keep pepper spray or mace in her purse. I had a switchblade little knot, for protection and stuff that I keep in my purse and things like that or whatever. And so, they put your stuff up while you're there. So I'm getting ready to go. And I had all of my possessions and everything. But that type of stuff, the little switchblade knife and stuff like that, she didn't give to me until we had got downstairs. So I was getting ready to walk out the door. So me and this nurse, we go walking down together and we walk to the front door. And my sister and my daughter was not standing right there, was not there. And so we turned around to walk back into the main lobby of the place. And here come my fake phony sister walking up and my daughter. And the nurse all of a sudden say, you see why I waited till we came down here to give you this? You have to understand, we was turned the other way, going out the place. They were walking up and behind her. She handed me the knife when she said that. She was telling me subliminally that my sister had stabbed me in the back. You got to know how to break down subliminals. I knew then. When I got in the car with her, y'all, she said, have you talked to Tina lately? Now, remind you, I've been at the hospital for 2 days. Now, I know that this fake sister of mine has a stepmother named Tina. But I know she wasn't talking about that Tina. Why? Because I don't communicate with that lady like that. I don't have her numbers. And I don't. Well, everybody know, in one of the last poems that I did a Tina Turner impersonation that was great, and went viral. So when I got in the car with her, the first thing have you talked to Tina lately? So I'm like, Tina who? And then she look at me, give me this sideways look like I knew then for sure she was involved. But the nurse had already let me know. And there was another one that had let me know that the whole family was involved. Anyway, but I ain't gonna say their names. I ain't gonna put them on blast because they was really trying to help me, as well as some other things that they've been trying to say about me. And the nurse let me know clearly that was a lie. That they have used to try to target me. So anyway, I just told y'all that briefly to show y'all how they target you, how they do this targeting strategy. It's nothing but a mind game. It's a psychological operation, and they do use different little tactics to try to push you over the edge. You got to have a strong mind. See, what they didn't expect me to have, that I had a strong mind. You know, they mistakenly seen me as weak and meek and sensitive and naive and dumb and blind and different things that they thought that they can get over on me like that. But they didn't know about the Most High's grace on my life. They didn't know how strong I really am. They didn't know how strong my mind is. And they didn't know how I would fight. And the worst thing they ever did is you, first of all, let me wake up, considering the fact that you've been getting over on me all this time. Was your first mistake, which they knew, because like I told you in the other reading, from the moment they realized I was awake, they scattered like roaches. They linked up together to work against me fast, quick, in a hurry. The second thing that they messed up on is let me know that you want me dead. Now that I know that you want me dead, I got every reason to live. Because I'm going to put you on blast, I'm going to expose you, and I'm going to drag you demons to hell, where you belong, which you should be all too eager to go to because you praise and worship Lucifer anyway, because you're a Satanist. Anyway, moving right along, y'all. So, I asked my spirit guides, is Sarita, which is who I thought was to be my mother, my fake mother, I asked, is Sarita plotting with the FBI and the CIA against me? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides, I said, was Lolene Coates, which is my supposed to be grandmother on my daddy's side, I asked, was Lolene Coates involved in stealing my inheritance? My spirit guides tell me yes. There were certain possessions and monies and different things that came to me when my daddy died, y'all. They killed my dad, 2 aunts, and my cousin, all back to back. They all died 4 months apart. I had 4 family members on the same side of the family that all died 4 months apart. This is on my daddy's side of the family. Okay, y'all? They was all sacrifices. I knew somebody on this side of the family was trying to come up where I messed up, was telling one of my cousins to check out the poems that I had put out and the tarot readings and stuff that I was doing and things like that or whatever. This is when they realized that I was woke and started working against me. And so my spirit guides tell me that my alleged, my fake grandmother on my daddy's side was involved in stealing my inheritance. They forged documents, they falsified documents, and I actually have, where they supposed to be my aunt's. Her name is Tiffany too, and she's got a sister that's named Brittany. They was adopted by my supposed to be grandmother on my dad's side when they were kids. So she raised them. Yeah, she adopted them. Meanwhile, I was in and out of foster homes and facilities, but never mind about that. Nevertheless, they are actually sisters. They're actually sisters, and these girls are younger than me, like way younger than me, y'all. But these are supposed to be my auntie. This should let you know what type of freaky, creepy things go on in the family, okay? But she raised them, and so they call her mama, but they are actually sisters. So one of them, like I said, I brought that up because one of them is named Tiffany. I would not be surprised if they try to use her to play like she was me and to get this money or whatever. But my so-called grandmother, Lolene Coates, she was the one who was involved in stealing my inheritance. My spirit guides are telling me. I asked the Most High, has Sarita, my fake mother, been demonically possessed? And my spirit guides tell me yes, that she is under demonic possession. Okay. I also asked my spirit guides, is Sarita, my fake mother, I asked, is Sarita's husband involved with these satanic powers that be? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked, are the satanic powers that be, I already felt this. I really already knew this. Like I said, this was something else that I needed to clarify with my spirit guides, and they gave me the answer. But I asked, are the satanic powers that be and Sarita's husband planning to sacrifice her? So this would be my fake mother. Sarita's my fake mother. I asked my spirit guides, was the satanic powers that be and her husband, are they planning to sacrifice her? Which, this is something I already knew. I know that they're going to at some point sacrifice her, and they want her organs. And that's exactly what the spirit guides, my spirit guides told me, that they are planning to sacrifice Sarita. The powers that be is in on it, her husband is in on it, and they want her organs. I asked my spirit guides, does Lolene, which is my supposed grandmother on my dad's side, was Lolene involved in doing witchcraft on me? My spirit guides tell me yes. Now this is supposed to be my supposed grandmother on my dad's side. This woman not only falsified documentation to steal my inheritance, this woman did witchcraft on me, was involved in witchcraft on me with her supposed, the two that she raised is her daughters, but they really her sisters, one of which is named Tiffany Johnson, the other of which is named Brittany Johnson. So I asked, is Tiffany Johnson involved in doing witchcrafts on me and working against me to have me set up and targeted? My spirit guides tell me yes. I already know this. This chick's so low down and dirty, and just to say, I just like her with a passion, okay? But, you know, I put it in God's hand. I'm going to let the Most High deal with it, because vengeance ain't mine, it's the Lord's, okay? So I'm going to keep it moving. I asked the Most High, did my ex and sister Sasha have sex? Now, my sister Sasha is a sister well, supposed sister that is on my daddy's side. So this is supposedly one of my supposed dad's other kids, okay? She and my ex B that I was with for 11 years had sex. And my spirit guides told me, clarified this, yes, they did have sex. They probably had sex multiple times by now or thereafter. I believe they had sex multiple times. But my spirit guides brought to my attention one time in particular, the hospital situation that I was just telling y'all about, when she set me up. They set the whole thing up, and I ended up having to go to the hospital and stuff. Her and my ex and my supposed sister Sasha had sex with each other during that time while I'm at the hospital. Remind y'all, my daughter was at the house while they did this. Whew. I asked my spirit guides, has my ex B ever had sex with her boss? My spirit guides tell me yes. But my spirit guides tell me that because she sold out to these satanic powers that be, this was by force. Like she is made to, you know. So, and that's not something I agree with. I really kind of was gonna leave that out. There was something that information that the Most High gave to me, but didn't necessarily have to be known by anybody else. But I went on and said something about it because I'm going to tell you what I don't like. It's one thing for you to do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. It's another thing when somebody is forcing you to do something. Ain't nobody got the right to force themselves on you. That fool is an arrogant, low down, dirty bastard to force anybody to do something just because and make you have to sell out to them and do different things to them just to get a raise and get you. And any other time they talking to you like you're crazy, they dogging you out, they doing you wrong, and all this other kind of stuff. And you forcing somebody to do something with you and could barely get a darn raise and been working for you the longest. Ooh, child, I don't like that. So that's the only reason why I said something about that, because I'm not in the bit, I don't like, trying to put nobody on blast like that. I'm telling y'all about these things in this reading because it pertains to me and the things that they have been involved in doing to me and things. And this is what my spirit guides and what the Most High God had given me to tell you all. But the only reason why I don't put people on blast like this, I would never like, you did this, you did it. I'm not even mad when it comes to her and my sister messing around. The only thing, like, I'm more upset that they did it while my daughter was there. Like, that's low down and that's dirty. You understand what I'm saying? Do what I don't care. You don't care. I ain't gonna come fight you. I'm not just getting an argument with you because you slept with my sister. My supposed to be sister. But y'all couldn't wait till when my daughter wasn't there. That's the low down dirty crap. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no way in heck my sister leave the house. I go over her house, her girlfriend there, and I mess with her girlfriend while her kids is up in here. Come on now. I ain't never done my siblings no wrong. That's low down and dirty. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. What I do care about is my child, because that's me. That's my responsibility. You do what you want to do with your own body. I don't care nothing about that. We ain't married. You ain't obligated to me. You don't belong to me. We ain't married. Or nothing like that. So technically, you can do what you want to do with your body. Just like I can. How you love that? Now, so I don't care nothing about that. What I do care about is that you didn't even have the decency not to do this while my daughter is here. Oh, Lord. And then when I came back home, my daughter was about to tell me about this person, and she gave her this evil, wicked look to tell her, don't say nothing. Don't say. That's how I knew she was manipulating my daughter and had her under mind control and mess. But I already knew. But the only reason why I said something about the other thing is because that's a low down, dirty bastard. Like I said, it's one thing, if no matter how freaky you are, it's one thing for you to be doing something because that's what you into, that's what you like, that's what you want to do. Whether anybody else think it's right, wrong, or indifferent, it's one thing for you to be doing what you want to do. What I have a problem with is people forcing you to do something. And more often than not, I'm finding more and more people that's being made, pressured to sell out to these satanic powers that be for whatever reason, and then they are preyed upon. They are forced to do things sexually. They are forced to do things humiliating. They are forced to do all this other kind. That's not right. Now, if they want to do that, that's their business. For you to force yourself on them, that's right. So that's why I said something about that. I'm almost done, y'all, because this reading is getting long. Okay, let me see. What was I at? I asked my spirit guides, at what age was the last time I was pimped out or trafficked? The most high, my spirit guides are telling me it was 10 years old. So this is what I was explaining to you all earlier. So this would have had to be around, what, 94, 95? I was born in 84. 94 would have made 10 years. Okay? So, my spirit guides are clearly telling me that I was still under mind control at the time. That the chips had already been put into me. So, the trauma-based mind control was still there. The mind control period, but But my spirit guides are telling me, the Most High is telling me that the last time that I was pimped out in traffic is when I was 10 years old. And so this is the reason why I clarified the way I clarified about the other people that I named, who I asked who else was involved besides the Bush administration. Remember, I got the Reagan administration, the all the other administrations all the way up until now that's involved. A lot of those people, or half of those people, are involved to the point of my targeting and this stuff that is going on. But as far as when I was being pimped out and when I was being trafficked, that was done so for other people. I asked my spirit guide, was I given something to make me forget, to wipe my mind clean? And my spirit guides tell me yes. My spirit guide tells me that I was given some type of drug, some type of substance, some type of shot, some type of something that made me forget the trauma, made me forget, where I was trafficked to, who I was trafficked to, and what I had to do. But that memory of that is slowly coming back, and I believe that's the reason why that the Most High is giving me all of this information. Like he is and everything. So those things are slowly coming back to me. Y'all don't even understand. I literally want to throw up in my mouth. Just thinking about some of these people. Y'all don't understand. I have a photographic memory. Okay? I'm a visionary. This means I can vividly see things. Very vividly. Y'all don't even understand. I literally want to throw up in my mouth just thinking about some of these bastards that I would have been forced to have to give fellatio to. Oh my God. Ugh. God knows what else was done, but Lord, have mercy. Ugh. Let me see. So I asked my spirit guides, what's my grandmother Jewel? This would have been my supposed grandmother on my mother's side. So this would have been my fake grandmother on my mother's side, the mother of my fake mama. Okay. I asked, was she making me available to the satanic powers that be, to be trafficked, to be sexually trafficked when I came back here to Arkansas? My spirit guides tell me yes. You remember how I told you that when I was staying in Cheyenne, Wyoming, we was living on the military base, and so at 6, I was shipped back here, and I didn't come directly back here. I was being pimped out. Let me tell you, I had said for years, I'm gonna do some type of polling or something, just go around to a bunch of different women and just randomly ask women. Don't give them an explanation, just ask them, hey ma'am, for whatever reason, would you put your little 6-year-old kid on a plane by themselves without an adult or anything? Without you or any parents, grandparents, anybody, anything? And just to get the reaction that I would get from women. I'm telling y'all, I don't care if y'all get on a plane, on a boat, on a bus, on any form, or train, any form of transportation. Y'all see some little kids traveling by themselves, they are being trafficked. Okay? Because that's what was being done to me. It don't even make sense. But I swear for the Lord, this is true, that this has happened. And so, when I came back here, I'm told that my supposed grandmother on my supposed mother's side was making me available to these satanic powers that be to do this, because when I was sold, which is why I was shipped off anyway, I had already been sold anyway, but when they summoned me, basically wanted me readily available. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. There are a lot of people, whether it be people that work in power, whether it be people in churches, schools, college, different people on different levels that's got different positions of authority, y'all, These satanic powers that be, they have certain women who are breeders. These women literally do nothing but have babies for them to either be raised as the next superstar, put under mind control, and raised from birth as the next superstar, to be put through satanic ritual abuse. Some of them, they are used in satanic rituals when they have to do certain sacrifices and things. These breeders of theirs also provide breast milk. They do, the milk thing. They do all type of shit with the milk. And this is what I was trying to explain to y'all when I did the Summer Wells video, and they had that girl propped up against that milk like that. It's subliminal messages to this stuff. But anyway, so y'all need to understand there are certain people who got connections to other people that you might think that these are average Joe regular people that's got connections somehow with these powers that be on different levels, and they literally make their children available for abuse. They have literally sold their children out to these satanic powers that be. Their kids are under mind control. These be babies. So when you hear about them having these little hot tub parties and things at these mansions and something, the kid get dropped off from such and such time to such and such time, then you come back, pick them up, or they get dropped off or something like that, and they get passed around this hot tub and getting fondled and getting made to give folks fellatio and all kinds of things. And then you send them back. This goes on, y'all. It's a lot of women that have children and they make their kids available to these powers that be. They don't kill them or anything, but they got them under mind control, and they do use them for sexual gratification, and they send them back. And for however long they won't abuse them, for however long, some people they use for different reasons, But there's quite a number of individuals that like them very, very young. So once you get into your adolescence and different things like that, they don't want you no more. They want the younger one, And then you have the ones that do. But if they, like you on that level like that, they want you for greater purposes, to train you to be in some kind of position, or to train you to be a part of the industry, or these be the little child stars that you see. In fact, see, you got different ones of them that get sold into the industry for different things. There's also quite a lot of individuals who are born into this. You understand what I'm saying? So, this stuff goes on, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, I was told the last time I was trapped when I was 10 years old. So, basically, from age 11 on up, I believe that maybe I hadn't been trafficked anymore after that. But I did, like I said, my spirit guide said that I was still under mind control. I asked my spirit guides, I told you all about that I was given something to suppress my memory, to make me forget how my supposed grandmother. That just breaks my heart right there. That breaks my heart. Y'all, I took like 3 days, and I was like super emotional, and I cried as all this stuff was coming out, this flood of information. But I'm strong-willed and I'm strong-minded, so I'm pushing through this because I am yet still alive. You understand me? And me and my daughter, we making it, even though, we going through this and this stuff is being done and we under attack like this. We still here, and we would not be here today or have anything that we have now if it was not for a higher power, if it was not for the Most High God, my spirit guide. So I took 3 days to mourn all of these things, and so like I said, I'm strong-willed and I'm strong-minded, and it's in the hands of the Most High. Everything in me. Like the first day or two, y'all was so upset. I just wanted to completely wig out. I wanted to go find every one of these people and severely hurt them, y'all. Everything was coming to my mind to just completely wig out. But see, that's what the enemy wants. The Most High said that's what the enemy wants. So they can try to say, see, then we tell you she crazy. See, then we tell her something wrong with her. See, they would tell you this, that, and the other, and the most I'm like, okay, so the Most High said I got it, okay, but the Most High told me cut them off. So that's it. That's all. That's all. I asked my on number 33. I asked my spirit guides, does my ex Gina, whom I was with when I was 16, working for the feds? My spirit guides tell me yes, because I've been told subliminally several times during my targeting that this person is involved. They'll have a FedEx truck go by, feds, X, this is how they put subliminal messages and stuff together. So my spirit guides have clarified that my ex Gina that I was with when I was 16 years old is working for the feds. I also asked my spirit guides, are they using Gina to work against me and to target me? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked about my ex Nina. She's also somebody else that was brought up, whom I was with between 17, 18, 19, something like that. Was she working for the feds and against me? My spirit guides tell me yes. So if you see, I got several exes that's involved in this thing. It amazes me how many people can come together to work against you, but they ain't never came to you and told you they had a problem with you. It's a trip. And I've seen these people several times. They way gone by, I go on by my business, whatever. You never told me how you wait till a person get middle age and y'all all get in a scheme and a team together to work against this person. And not even just to work against this person, but to literally premeditate murder, to try to have me set up to be killed, or try to force me into suicide, just so y'all can sit back and watch my child get trafficked. It's sick. Y'all don't understand how many women is involved. It's sick. I asked, are my exes involved with targeting me illegally, setting me up to be killed, and having my daughter trafficked? My spirit guides tell me yes. I also asked, are they sellouts to these satanic powers that be? My spirit guides also tell me yes. I asked the Most High, is my ex Tracy, Lynn is what she mostly go by, do she sell out, or is she a sellout, to these satanic powers that be? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides, is this ex working against me as well? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked, is this ex of mine setting me up to be sacrificed? My spirit guides tell me yes. Okay, so and the appalling thing about this, is two of these women, Gina and Tracy Lynn, they was way, way, way older than me when I was with them. So it's quite interesting. It's really interesting that they are sellouts in the first place. It's interesting that they will be sold out. It's one thing for you to be working for the government. It's something else when you sold out to these satanic powers that be. It's something else when you are actively working with these people to have somebody set up, targeted, and sacrificed. It's something totally different when you are going along with having a person, a witchcraft put on person. It's something totally different when you are involved in human sex trafficking of my child. And these are women. And remind you, these women was 40-some years old and older at the time that I was with them. One of them, which I was with when I was 16. Tracy Lynn, I was with when I was probably 20s or something, 19, 20, 20 something, somewhere around there, or whatever. So it seems to amaze me how many people can collude together to work against you, but they ain't never came to you and told you that they had no problem with you. And so this lets me further know, my spirit guides have let me know to notice that all these folks connect like dots. It's like, one of those little puzzle things with the numbers, and you just trace around to each number. They all connect like dots. All of these folks were aware of all this stuff this fake family had done to me my entire life. They knew I was under mind control. They knew I had been trafficked before. They knew about identification of surgeries that had been done on me. They knew all of these things that I didn't even know. They was literally sent in as ops in my life. And for them to have the audacity, none of them loved me. None of them cared about me. None of them. But all of them working together and got the audacity be trying to set me up, working together to have me killed and have my daughter trafficked. That's so sick and twisted. I ain't never seen so many women that's sick and twisted a day in my life. Nevertheless, I asked my spirit guides, was someone overseas hired to do witchcraft on me? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked who employed this person. My spirit guides tell me Sarita, which is my fake phony mother. It might be other people who chipped in or who is involved in the funding, or them all coming together, bringing money together to have this person. But there was a person that was hired overseas in another country to do this death spell on me, to do this ritual on me. And they're mad as hell right now because it did not work, because I am here. They have been at this for years now. For years. Okay? I asked my spirit guides, was this person hired by someone in my family? My spirit guides tell me yes. This is how I got, who these individual was in my family, because I believe it was more than Sarita who was involved in funding this person to do this witchcraft on me. But this person literally tried to do a death spell on me and things. It's crazy. Y'all have to understand the type of demonic energy that I have been fighting off of me and my daughter. Whew. I asked my spirit guides, the person hired to do witchcraft on me. I asked, is the person that was hired to do witchcraft on me, is that person in England? My spirit guides tell me yes. Not only is this a person that's a witch that's in England, he is a witch doctor. He's a man. It's a man. My spirit guides tell me that it is a man who is a witch doctor, and he is in England, and he was paid. He was hired to do this this death ritual on me, to use dark magic upon me, is what my spirit guides are telling me. I asked my spirit guides, did this witch do a death spell on me? Was black magic and voodoo used on me? My spirit guides tell me yes. So y'all need to understand something, because there are several different things that's going on. There's several different things that have happened. What you first need to understand is, I've been cursed from birth, number one, okay? By the age of 1. Because of I was cursed from birth, okay? My real family threw me away just because I was born both male and female, which means I had a penis and a vagina, okay? I was switched at birth. I ended up with this fake family of mine, okay, who sold me out for money to the satanic powers that be. From the time that I was 1, I was chipped. I was put through regenderification surgery, transformational surgery, to have the penis cut off, okay? I was put under mind control. I was trafficked and pimped out and sold all the way up till I was about 11 years old. Still under mind control. Been abused all my life. Been mistreated. Been put down. Neglected. Used and abused. And always treated like I was never enough. Okay? My entire life. Everybody around me knew this. On both sides of my supposed family. Okay? Then, people that were put in my life when I started dating on my own. And I told you, I have been growing it on my own since I was like 15, 16 years old. Okay? The sex programming was done on me when I was younger, as well as the mind control, trauma-based mind control and programming and things was done on me, okay? I was growing on my own at an early age, but for some reason, I was just a little bit more mature at an early age. It may have been because of the programming, but I just knew, for some reason, I just knew how to survive on the streets or wherever I ended up. So you have to understand all this went on. Everybody that I've ever been in a relationship with, they were operatives, they was agents, they were spies. They was plotting against me. They was setting me up. They was sent in my life to purposely hate me, hurt me, mistreat me. My entire life, they had purposely been triggered and told to make me feel like I wasn't good enough, to put me down, to ridicule me, to judge me, to make me feel like I was ugly, to try to lower my self-esteem, to, you know, I was my talents, my skills, my abilities was purposely looked over. I was purposely bullied. I was purposely blocked from success in any kind of way. Okay. Now, like I said, throughout this whole time, I was being used sexually, even though I wasn't getting pimped out and trafficked anymore. They still had me under mind control and using this sex programming on me. So they triggered me to be promiscuous. I was literally being used sexually by people. I have been drugged before and taken advantage of sexually before by other people. But you know, I'm not that type of chick, because when you live in a careless, reckless life and you put yourselves in situations, you out partying and kicking and you young and you out here being grown and you call yourself drinking and you kicking it and this, that, and the other, like you still probably would have did what you wanted to do, even if it hadn't been for that person drugging you. But every once in a while you come across somebody that feel they can have a better or way with you if they slip you a little something. So I've had that happen a couple times. You know, so I done went through all of this my entire life. I have never at all been pleased to the fullest sexually ever in my life. I have never had an orgasm a day before in my life. I just figured I couldn't have one. I've never been pleased by sex at all, ever. Nobody I've ever been with loved me. I have never had friends a day before in my life. I look around, all kind of people got besties and people they grew up with, they best friends. Well, I have never had any friends. I've had associates. They wasn't friends. They were ops too. Everybody I've ever been with, they were sent in. It's like agents, ops. They didn't really love me. They didn't really care about me. They weren't even attracted to me. And why the sex wasn't good. That's why they wasn't really down for me like that. It was purposely set up like that. You understand? A curse was placed on my life from birth. So I've been blocked not only from success, but getting married, being happy, making any substantial amount of money, you know, a good career. They didn't even want me to excel in education. They even tried to screw me over there. This has been my whole life, y'all. It's been like this. I didn't go through my awakening until I was 30 years old. Okay? And all of this for the last 7 years, all this stuff has been coming in like a flood, okay? So from all of that going on, Like I said, my awakening started when I was 30. Now, remind you, I'd have been chipped and stuff. These people have been watching me my whole life. You got the government, the industry, music industry, film industry, all of them that's living through me. Creations has been invented through me from stealing my thoughts. I kid you not. Movies, songs, different things have been made mimicking my life. I kid you not. I cannot make it up. I am not lying to you. So when they realized that I was woke and I was triggered to send out those, I was led by spirit to send out those poems. Everybody scattered like roaches. This is when they only thing they did was turn up the volume. I was already a target. They was already watching me. I got chips in me. I just never knew it. They just turned it up, the frequency up, to the point where I know I'm a target now. And all these other things have taken place. So then I find out that everybody I've ever known is working against me. My whole family in on it. My ex is in on it. The government in on it. I got celebrities and all kinds of folks. Folks I don't even know in on it. So now, all this time I'd have been a target. And here it is, tapping back into my gifts and my divine purpose and my spiritual gifts and different things. I get this whole fun information. My entire life has been a lie. And it shook. I know it shook. Because they never wanted me to know. Which is another reason from the moment that they realized that I was woke, they have been trying to kill me to keep this information from coming out. See, they didn't want me to wake up. They wasn't ready. Especially the government. The government thought they would have been ushered in their New World Order and their Antichrist before, I woke up a different time and been way too late by then. I woke up too early for them. See, that's the problem. I woke up too early. And ever since I woke up, they've been working non-stop to try to kill me. I cannot make it up, y'all. I cannot make it up. So, y'all, this concludes tonight's reading. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay, y'all, this concludes tonight's reading. I do thank each and every last one of y'all for, hanging out this long. I really didn't expect this reading to be this long, y'all, but I thank you all for listening. I thank you for paying attention, for comprehending. For those of you who even care, I really appreciate you all. The things that are happening in this world is so real. Y'all have no idea. It's so real. And it's really sad that it's really sad that this is what I've had to endure. And all of these things was kept from me. I was lied to and manipulated and it's sad. It's sad, but I don't know. At this point, I'm more worried about my daughter, because if it was not for me having my daughter, they probably would have been killing me. They would have been killing me by now. But I worry about my daughter. I don't fear death. I don't worry about that. I don't worry about that at all. Because I know the type of wickedness and the type of evil in this world, and I know what's to come that many of you don't know. So, I'm not worried about that, but I am worried about my daughter because, this is just sick, y'all. It's twisted.
is not right. And it's just really heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to find out that my original family, my real family, is actually wealthy. I come from wealth. And to know they just gave me away, they just threw me away because I was born different. And then, like, I get switched at birth and end up fraudulently with these other people that's got all kinds of freaky, creepy stuff going on. And, like, everybody has been in on the lie. Like, everybody. And this has literally been kept from me. They literally never told me any of this. Like, okay, I'm gonna go, y'all, because I'm trying to refrain from getting emotional in front of you all. Um, as I always tell you all, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. And until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste.